Okay, I'll start again because I didn't have the microphone turned on. So,
no sound.
Yeah, I had my microphone turned off. That's great. Marie just ran down from upstairs telling me that the microphone was turned off as well. So, apologies. So, what I was saying, and only those people that could lip read could follow, was that I'm doing these morning talks simply because I really enjoy it, and it's a nice space for me to drop into, just to watch your chat, respond to your comments. And I looked at some of the comments that were made in the last chat afterwards. And there was talk about being old. Somebody was saying they're 75, and there's this whole concept. There were other conversations around it, which I just want to mention. Because there's this concept that we have that's programmed into us about growing old. And most of us have that. And it's the concept of, as you age, your body stops functioning as well as it has been in your youth. That the concept also is very often that as you get old, you're going to get sick, and eventually you're going to die from some disease or other. And that's just a belief system. That's just programming. And one of the things that I'd like to talk about today has to do with this programming. And the way that what we focus on, we create. That's a phrase that you've probably heard a lot. But it's something that we don't truly take from having an understanding into an actual life experience. And I include myself in that because my body, as I've spent more years here, has gone through that same process that I believed in the past would be happening. And I had a really interesting experience over the last month or so, because my father is still alive. He's still living by himself, and he's been experiencing difficult arthritis in his hips. And so when I talk to him, the first thing he talks about is his hips and how painful it is. And so I've been looking at different ways of helping him with that. And I've been focusing on that. And what started to happen was I started to feel pain in my hips. And it got worse. And it actually, when I started to focus on the pain in my hips, then it started to get quite rapidly worse. And I talked to a doctor, and he said, we'll get an x-ray, and had an x-ray, and it came back, oh yeah, you've got arthritis in your hips. And it was like, this is really, really shocking. You know, my dad's almost 98, sorry. And he's just beginning to experience it. And here I am, not even 70 yet, and I'm experiencing it. So all these thought processes going on. A few days ago, I realized I've been focusing on this. And the more I focus on it, the worse it gets. And then I suddenly had this realization. This is not mine. This is something which I've taken on, in a sense. I attracted it to myself with that very focus. Focusing on what my dad was experiencing, focusing on trying to help him, it starts to happen with me. And so yesterday or the day before, I suddenly had this realization, and within seconds, the experience shifted and the pain wasn't there anymore. I still have a bit of a residue, and I'm expecting that to go. I'm expecting my body to get back into its normal, healthy experience. But what that showed to me was, again, a real demonstration of what you focus on, you start to create in your life. So this whole old age concept is something that we all tend to accept. We tend to allow our bodies to go downhill. And I think it's possible to turn that around. I think it's possible to actually become more healthy, more youthful. And as many of you know, Alcazar has done several courses on youthing, growing younger. And that's kind of triggered me to think, hey, I want to go back. I want to go back and redo that youthing course that Alcazar created. So this concept of you create your own reality is extremely difficult for most of us to truly grasp. And it's not so much what you think about, it's about the feelings that are triggered by those thoughts. Because the feelings and the heart center, the radiation from that feeling center is very powerful. And it's your feelings that have a large influence on your vibration that's going out into the universe, into the quantum field. And it's the quantum field that responds. And there's more and more scientific evidence that's backing this, what used to be just a spiritual theory. It's backing up the fact that you can change reality by changing your thoughts and feelings. And one of the ways that Alcazar has suggested has to do with the frequency of gratitude, which we've talked about a lot. And one of the things that he said is, in the morning, as soon as you wake up, take a moment in that just beginning awake space to feel gratitude, because gratitude is a very high frequency vibration. And when you tune in and feel things that you're grateful for, it uplifts your energy. It actually brings you into a feeling space that is vibrating at a higher level. And that vibration is moving out and being reflected back to you. And so if you can tune in and feel the gratitude, if you can maintain for several minutes just focusing on gratitude, it brings your frequency up. And then you can maintain, you can allow yourself to continue to feel good. This morning I didn't do that. But what I did do was, a short while ago, just before coming on here, I went on the beamer, which some of you know we have here, and I was just lying down, relaxing. And then this overwhelming feeling of just joy and happiness happened. It was really cool. And I'm feeling that right now. And Steve is suggesting acidic foods cause arthritis. Well, that's a concept too. Yes. How to say this? There's a physical reality, and so you Okay, well, I think I'm back again. And I don't think you'll find me on YouTube either, because it would have cut out from there as well. My internet connection stopped for a while. So yeah, I'm back. Okay. Somebody's saying they love my longer hair. Well, I'm wondering what's going to happen all of a sudden when hundreds of thousands of people want to get their hair cut when things start opening up again. Anyway, that's another story. So, I was talking about what you focus on, you create. And there's an understanding that so much of our daily life is guided by or controlled by our subconscious, the beliefs that we have, that we automatically act upon. So somebody's saying they're getting an echo. I don't know about that, whether is everybody getting that or is just one person? Oh, okay. Joyce has sorted it out. Okay. So one of the things about in the morning, tuning into gratitude, is like our thought process, which we've been running all day, takes a break at night. So in the morning, you have the opportunity of resetting your vibration. As you wake up, if you can move into that gratitude, raising the vibration, creating that field of that beautiful energy around yourself, then that gives you a really great start to the day. Okay. When we're functioning in this automatic state, this subconscious state, we allow ourselves to go along with the old belief patterns. And so this is coming back to the whole aging process. We believe it because we see everyone around us growing old and going through these experiences, these difficulties, these challenges. And so because we see it, we believe it to be true. But the reality is what you believe, you create. So when you believe that you're going to be healthy and strong and have an incredibly wonderful life, and you can allow that belief to be the dominant belief, then that's what will occur. So that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to create an understanding and an experience of enjoying life in a healthy way as I spend more and more years on the planet. So I'm inviting those who are also, well, actually everyone, inviting everyone just to come into this space of it doesn't have to be that way, that we can create in your reality. So it will be interesting to see. That thought just reminded me that I'm going to Cryon and Alcazar are going to spend a day together here next week. And so part of that program is 3 sections. One is where we've come from, one is where we're at now, and one is where we're going to. And so I'm really curious if something will come up about this whole perception about age and health and so on. Anyway, enough of that for now. I'm ready to move into a meditation. And so I'm going to ask each one of you also just to relax and be ready for a meditation also. So be comfortable, close your eyes, and relax. Beloved ones, we greet thee, 'tis Alcazar. And we had a feeling that we might just pop in and say a few words to address that which this one Prageet has been discussing. First of all, it is of great import to understand that you are an amazing superconscious being. You have always existed. You will always exist. Right now, you are experiencing the human form. You have lived many, many lifetimes here in this human form. And humanity is evolving. The discussion about growing old, aging, and what occurs as the body becomes weaker with age. As has been said, this is just a belief system. And of course, you can look around and see there are people on your earth who do not live that reality. They live very healthily. Science has discovered these people and is trying to figure out, what is it? What are they eating? What are they drinking? What are they doing? But the main reason that they live long and healthy is a belief. Because those around them in these little communities believe in health, believe in love and joy and celebration of life. So, beloved ones, humanity is evolving. And one of the most beautiful things that you can assist in with this evolution process is beginning to trust that old age does not have to mean decline. To start to recognize this is just an old conditioning. You are conditioned with this from the very womb. As soon as you become part of the mother, conditioning starts. It is not something that the mother is intending to condition you with, but it is part of her vibration. And so it becomes part of yours. And so, beloved ones, have the intention of shifting this belief. Have the intention of living long and healthy. Have the intention that any imbalance or dis-ease that you have created in your life can actually dissolve, disappear. It does not have to remain with you. There is a belief system that created it, and changing your belief can change your reality. Bringing your belief into focusing on, I am healthy. I am vibrant. My body knows how to live in health and wellness. It is important to understand that you need to change the belief in order to change the body. You can take all kinds of pills and supplements and diets, but if the belief is still there, then these outer attempts to change it will have very little effect. Understand that the belief needs to change. And in this way, then the physical can realign itself. Okay? And so now we will move into the meditation. And so again, we invite each one of you to simply relax, close the eyes, no more writing in the chat box until afterwards. Be comfortable. And then each one of you asking, inviting the energies of the earth, the energies of Gaia, to come up into your body, into your energy field. And so we call for the energies of the earth, the consciousness of the earth, to connect with each and every one of you, grounding you, helping you be present in the body. Very good. And now we ask each one of you to ask inside for an etheric stargate to come to you right now. And so we call for an etheric stargate for each and every person who is meditating with us in this moment of their now. And so as you ask, visualize or imagine or see with your inner eye an etheric stargate coming down around you. It is that simple, just the intention. Very good. And now asking for the activation of your etheric stargate. This is giving your permission for the stargate to work with you. And so we call for the activation of all the etheric stargates around the world. Very good. And so, as you know, we are now going to start to vibrate all the etheric stargates faster and faster. As we do so, the frequency of the stargate moves up through the dimensional ranges. So it moves from dimension to dimension as the frequency gets faster. And so already we are vibrating at the frequency of the 5th dimension, moving very rapidly through the 6th and into the 7th, whereas, we pause for a few moments. And so your etheric stargate is vibrating at the frequency ranges of the 7th dimension. And we ask each and every one of you to ask inside for a strong 7th dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate. We call for a strong 7th dimensional energy field in all the etheric stargates. Very good. And just relaxing into that soft, energetic that is now surrounding you. And as you know, simply by relaxing, your vibration gently harmonizes with the 7th dimensional frequencies surrounding you. Nothing to do, it happens all by itself. Just relaxing and allowing. Very good. And so we continue to vibrate the etheric stargates faster and faster, moving up into the 8th dimensional frequencies now, accelerating into the 9th, moving through the frequencies of the 9th dimension into the higher energetics of the 10th, continuing to vibrate faster and faster into the 11th dimensional frequencies right now. And as we continue to vibrate faster, we move into the frequencies of the 12th dimension. And again, here we pause the stargates, and they are all now vibrating at the 12th dimensional level. And so each one of you asking inside now for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate. Very good. Very good. And as you relax into this 12th dimensional energy, within moments, your own energy field is in harmony, balanced with the frequencies of the 12th dimension. Nothing to do. It happens all by itself. And as we have said many times before, in this frequency, you become more sensitive to the energies of your guides. In this frequency, it is easier for you to switch your focus from the third dimension, from the physical, into the quantum field, into the vastness of all that is. And so with your eyes closed, you are seeing this relative darkness. Just imagine that going on forever in all directions. That is what the quantum field is like. And within the vastness of this quantum field, everything exists. Everything comes from the quantum field and ultimately goes back into it. The quantum field is a field of consciousness. And that field of consciousness is what responds to your vibration, because your vibration is demanding from this field of consciousness a response that supports you to create something similar to your vibration. So when you are vibrating in high frequencies, you start to create high frequency experiences in your life. And so when you start to vibrate with thoughts and feelings of health and happiness, of joy and celebration, then what starts to happen is the quantum field responds. The quantum field responds by energizing your body, bringing to you health and happiness, joy and celebration. It is so simple, this process. What you vibrate, you draw into your life. And yet, for most people, it is the most difficult thing to truly grasp. It can only be understood through awareness and practicing, holding a higher vibration. The whole function of the Stargate experience is to give you different meditations which will encourage you to raise your vibration again and again. Each time you meditate with the Stargate work, your vibration is elevated temporarily. But if you do it regularly, then first of all, it becomes easier to access those higher vibrations. And then as you continue, your vibration actually starts to move upwards permanently. And as you raise your vibration, your life starts to change. You cannot change the outer without first changing the inner. You cannot change the reality around you without first intending. And we would suggest you intend a better, higher reality. For most people, intend a lower reality. They intend to get older, get limited. It is a very strong program. And the mind will say, but look, everybody gets old, everybody gets sick. So that is the reality. But beloveds, if you believe that reality, then you will continue to create that for yourself. Start believing that you can raise your vibration. Start believing that you can recreate a healthy body. Yes, you can work towards it with your diet, with exercise, with various nutritional programs. And they will work because you believe that they will work. Or if the doubt is too strong, they will not. It is about your belief systems, beautiful ones. And so we are going to bring some energies to you now, if you wish. Energies which can assist you in realigning your belief systems about age and health. So, the first obstacle to overcome, so to speak, is can you believe that we can bring you an energy to assist you realigning your concepts, your belief systems around aging and health? Can you allow for the possibility a transmission from us can assist you in this youthing process? It can, and it will, if you can allow yourself to accept, to believe, to say, yes, Alcazar, bring it on, bring this to me. Okay? And so, because this is such a vital part of your human nature, we need your permission to work with you in this way. We need your permission to bring these energies to you. And so we ask each one of you listening to this meditation, hearing these words and meditating with us. And we stress this again and again. In order to benefit from these energetic transmissions, you need to meditate with us, not just listening to the words. For when you meditate, we respond with energies, whether this is live for you or a recording. Okay. And so give us your permission. You can just say yes, please, or I agree, or whatever way you wish to express to us. If you do not wish to, then simply say no, thank you. And if you do not respond in any way, we will assume it is a no, thank you. Okay. And so, relaxing into the gentle energetics that are already around you. And now we are going to ask you to ask inside for any of your guides that you feel connected with, to invite them to come and to support you in this process right now. And so we are calling for the guides that we feel connected to, just feeling this, just feeling the guides, inviting them and just feeling as they gently bring their energy to you, an energy of support. Yes, an energy of support. Very good. And now for those who have given us permission to work with you, we are calling upon the Galactic Command. For the Galactic Command very often assists us in energetic transmissions. The energies come from their craft. Their craft are located around your world, unseen, but in your atmosphere and beyond. And so we call forth the presence of the galactic command. And you too can also invite them. And so just asking inside for the presence and support of the galactic command. And maybe you can sense an energetic shift as they too join us in this meditation experience. Very good. And now the transmission that we promised, a transmission to assist you in realigning your thoughts and feelings about the aging process and health. And so we begin this transmission from the galactic command right now. And you might sense an energy coming to you already. It will be different for each one of you because you are unique. Energies will be sent directly to you. They are coming already. And just allow yourself to relax into this gentle energetic that is being projected to you. An energy that is supporting you, realigning your thoughts and feelings about the aging process, beginning to support you with the belief system that aging can happen with full health and vitality. Well-being is your nature. Well-being is your nature until you decide time to leave this body. Not through sickness and health, but time to leave this body because you are ready for a transition. You are ready to move on. You are ready to come back in a different form, in a different place, to have yet another human experience. And so, beloved ones, just aligning your thoughts and feelings. You do not have to be ill. You do not have to suffer in the body. You do not have to accept everything that others believe around health, healing, well-being, and aging. You can age gracefully and beautifully. You can age in well-being and joy and celebration. You can assist as you age in this way. You can assist in changing humanity's reality as more and more of you start to live in a healthy, exuberant way as you age. You can assist in changing humanity's reality. Are you ready to do this? Are you ready to realign your thoughts and beliefs? Are you ready to allow these energies to begin to revitalize the physical body right now? Are you ready to allow this? Can you accept? Yes. You can. Will you allow these frequencies coming to you to align your thoughts and feelings into a higher reality? Can you start to see your physical body being healthy and whole and vibrant throughout your life? Whether you are in your teenage years or whether you are centenary already, can you allow this new reality? Can you allow self to live healthy and vibrant? Can you allow self to change into the new? Because, beloved ones, we tell you you can. It is possible. You can change it right now. If you can allow these energies, and if you can allow your belief system to change. And we are supporting you with this gentleness right now. We are supporting you energetically. Can you override the old programming? Are you ready to override the old program, the old beliefs that you have accepted about growing old, about aging, about imbalance, dis-ease in the body. Can you override that right now? Can you have a strong intention just to allow these energies to assist you in a realigning of your beliefs and of the feelings that those beliefs have led you to? Indeed, you can. And as we watch your energetics, we see that so many are receiving these energies, and it brings us great joy. And so, as you continue to receive these energies from the Galactic Command, we would also like to bring you these sounds to help integrate and perhaps to dissolve any lingering doubts or questions that might limit this process. And so stay relaxed, stay open to receive the transmission from the Galactic Command. Allow these energies that are beyond words staying receptive to the energies from the Galactic Command. Envisioning growing older and older and becoming more and more vibrant and joyful and in well-being throughout your years in this body. And so just really feeling the vibration in your energy field. can you allow for the possibility that this simple energetic transmission can align the physical with a different concept about aging and health and wellness and well-being? And so whenever you're ready, you can gently bring yourself back. So, a couple of things. If we create our own reality, let's start creating a reality where we don't have these internet problems. And it's like Carmen, for example, has said, Crowdcast never works. Please, Carmen, don't put that out. Start focusing on allowing these transmissions to come to you. See if you can allow openness and receptivity. Because even Crowdcast freezing is a response, it's existence responding to us. It's responding to our rejection of what's happening. So if you can accept that we create our own reality, then let's not create an inability to receive these transmissions. So Tina is saying Crowdcast works great all the time. Yes. One thing that we've noticed a lot as we do different online programs, that very often, especially we have a lot of new people, and so there's a lot of doubt and questioning, is this real, is this right? We notice that in the beginning, that's when the internet is a little more difficult. So Margene is saying, I have a slow internet. Well, change that thought, beloved. Change that thought. Expect that whilst these transmissions are happening, that the internet is going to be perfect for you. Let's start using what Alcazar is saying and start to create something different. So comments are coming in about the meditation, feeling very strong. Giuseppe is saying he's 60 and he's giving himself the thought of being 600. Okay. One thing about creating goals for yourself or projecting into the future, like Giuseppe has just done. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. But if you start thinking, oh, I'll live to 600 years, then part of your mind will say, oh, that's not possible. And so then that doubt comes in and destroys the creation. So if your mind is the kind of mind that will say, well, that's not possible, then give yourself goals or expectations or beliefs that are more in line with what you can allow right now. So Mary, I believe it was, said that she misses the end of each meditation because she can't stand the sounds. So occasionally, There's people who say that. We've had maybe 3 or 4 people over the last few months that have said that. So if that's your case, so for Mary, ask yourself, what does that remind you of? What's that triggering? Because it's triggering something from your past. It's triggering a deep feeling. And those sounds reconnect you to that unpleasant experience. When you can discover what that unpleasant experience is, then you can work with your inner child and say, hey, these sounds are a gift. First of all, they've reminded us of something which we can now let go of. And we can allow these sounds to assist us in the many ways that Alcazar uses them. Okay. So other people saying that they love the sounds. Nancy is saying, had some old pictures on the back of my heart chakra that I didn't know were there. Yeah, these meditations can bring up all kinds of things. Okay, I was just looking to see if there are any comments I wanted to comment on. So let's start celebrating the fact that the internet is available. Let's start celebrating the fact that there are people working diligently to make Crowdcast better. The reason it was having challenges was because there were thousands and thousands of people suddenly wanting to put their programs out. And basically their system was overloaded. They were working very hard to change that, to bring in more computing power, etc. So Krista is saying the pain in my leg is gone. Beautiful. And just allow that to be. Allow that change to have been permanent now. Okay. So Ruby is just mentioning you can continue to share your comments on the Stargate Collective. And that's something that I really appreciate. We like to go there and read your comments. And there's going to be more and more happening on the Stargate Collective. And we're actually moving away from Facebook to the Stargate Collective. And so we created a short video to explain how that collective works. And Ruby's been working diligently to create systems for us. It's different from Facebook because it's just Stargate people. And there's all kinds of circles and topics that you can express your feelings about and communicate with others. It's something which I'd strongly recommend. So join us there. And maybe, Ruby, you can put the link up to that explanation, the video explanation of how the community works. Okay. So so Ilse's saying, thank you for the transmission. Unfortunately, the wind sounds are still just wind sounds, although I intend to be open to the energies they carry. Then just be open. Don't have an expectation about what's going to happen. We're moving into a place where all our old ideas and concepts have to be let go. And in letting go, those that are still valuable will remain. Those that no longer serve us can go. it's very difficult to put into words in a way that our belief and our feelings can change. So Alcazar uses these sounds to bring through support which bypasses the mind. So if you're trying to figure out what the sounds are doing, or if you're trying to get something from the sounds, you'll miss them. Okay? If the sounds bring up something uncomfortable, ask yourself, what are they reminding me of? Okay? Everything is a gift. Everything is a reflection of where we're at. Okay? So, time for me to go. Thank you for being here. I hope you join Lee Carroll and myself as Cryon and Alcazar bring through who knows what. I'm really fascinated because it's about where we're going from here. Okay. Love you. Take care. See you again. And as I said before, the chat box continues. So you can type into the chat box even after I end the broadcast. And those people who are watching the replay, you can still use the chat box. And I look at your comments afterwards. So I go back over your comments even if you're listening to a recording.